What is an ecosystem? Schools have defined that to us, and we have written long answers describing forests and deserts too. But if you really understand the term and its various connotations, you will understand and connect with what we are going to introduce you to. A college is an ecosystem, and its various components interact with each other, be it students, faculty, staff, lab attendants, or those who host us at college canteens and hostel mess. Everyone interacts with the college differently and keeps this ecosystem thriving. But since it's an ecosystem made up of mostly humans, waste generation needing artificial manual management is inevitable here. It's because, unlike other natural ecosystems, the waste generated here is highly sophisticated, and the earth which could have digested it is made of concrete. Now, different components of this ecosystem generate different kinds of waste. The chemistry lab uses chemicals and solutions which can be hazardous. The dustbins of washrooms often have sanitary napkins. The canteens generate large amount of non-recyclable waste like wrapper of your favorite chips, small packets of ketchup, paper cups and plates which wrap your other snacks in. Similarly, the hostels of college too generate all kinds of waste that is possible for any residential apartment like recyclable plastic waste, metallic waste, glass, e-waste, etc. The generation of food waste and organic waste from the mess too is largely unavoidable. Miranda House College, through the functioning of its eco club, MH Vatavaran, has always tried to manage its waste as efficiently as possible. The paper recycling plant collects paper waste from point sources like practical notebooks from science labs, DRC labs, photocopy shops, etc. The organic waste from the hostel mess too is composted within the campus. But the utilization of this infrastructure for non-point sources of the same eligible waste has always been a task. To tackle the same, Change and Range, a volunteer organization, has been assimilated under MH Vatavaran for the project Zero Waste MH to educate and agitate students on the issue of waste and to manage the waste generated in the college ecosystem in the best way possible by ensuring segregation at source. The responsibility undertaken by Project Zero Waste MH would be creating awareness on the issue of waste among college students through MH Vatavaran blog, an initiative started by Change and Range in 2020. Project Zero Waste MH would be holding various events and activities to explore ways of minimization of waste and developing conservationist ethics among its students. It would be monitoring and managing the waste segregation in the college during normal times through the help of its volunteers. It would also be organizing monthly collection drives of different kinds of waste from MH hostel as well as college. Here, even PG students can dispose of their personal waste belonging to a suitable category. It would be making sure that fests, events, conclaves held in college are 100% sustainable and the waste generated is managed properly and efficiently. It would be planning and executing Zero Waste MH vision through appropriate collaborations and coordinations with Change and Range. Project Zero Waste MH is an initiative of Change and Range and Miranda House College. The activities of Change and Range are not limited only to the college. It has envisioned a Project Zero Waste DU which aims to take as many colleges of Delhi University as possible on board to make its dream of zero contribution to landfills by educational institutions come true. The presence of more colleges on board with the initiative in a particular vicinity would also help in regular collection of waste by waste recycling companies. These waste recycling companies are usually distant from the college campuses. The presence of colleges with the same initiative would make their transportation cost viable. Change and Range also plans to ensure that the non-recyclable waste of these colleges are transported to waste-to-energy plants through the help of the revenue generated out of waste itself. Non-recyclable waste form a major portion of institutional waste. Change and Range also intends to keep making sure that the segregation at source in colleges functions smoothly by active communication with the college authorities on the presence of dustbins and their appropriate arrangements within the campus. The relevance of proper waste management increases in the post-COVID world, where the handling of all kinds of waste needs more care and segregation becomes all the more important. The need of poly bags for dustbins carrying wet waste, reusable gloves and masks for those handling waste too needs to be taken sensitively.
Change in Range is also working in close coordination with UNEP's Little Book of Green Nudges initiative. United Nations Environmental Programme has started this drive to develop sustainable culture in college campuses. This by implementing few green nudges which aim to bring behavioral changes in students. Its members have also been person of contacts for colleges like Miranda House and IPCW and are working towards the same while receiving continuous training and guidance throughout.
So far, 8 societies of different colleges are on board with Change in Range, and a similar plan like Project Zero Waste MH is being drafted for them. Although the name of the project is Zero Waste DU, we welcome other colleges of the national capital who share the same concern towards waste to connect with us. Maharaja Surajmal Institute has been one such college. Communications with other colleges and authorities are also underway. Young students ready to volunteer for the same. We invite young students to be on board with us and become a part of our project. Change in Range is also engaged in interdisciplinary research projects and also has an experienced mentor on board with us. Change in Range also has a blog page which intends to create awareness about immediate common issues which needs everyone's attention and engages in citizen reporting journalism. We also encourage interested students who are part of Delhi University to take part in the zero waste projects of their own colleges hosted by their respective eco clubs and NSS units. If nothing, manage your waste and dispose of it only at the most appropriate corner of your ecosystem. And we are friends already.